Greywater, written by James Blanchard. All I could think as I made my way up the damp concrete slabs that were bridging across the stagnant pond is that Greywater Gardens certainly lives up to its name. Everywhere was leading to this ashen, decrepit house, lined by rotten flowers and the congealed faces of cats, dogs, and all types of other animals. The water itself looked like it had remained there for several centuries. This place is dead. As dead as I am. I arrived at the door. Well, it was more a collection of damp splinters, and hesitantly, I pushed it open, causing the hinges to shriek. No more shrieking, please. The inside was as drab and oppressive as the outside, and my nostrils filled with the scent of mold, neglect, and regret. Maybe it's just me. I haven't showered in days. I couldn't face the water. There is what appeared to be some kind of waiting area, just a couple of wicker chairs, and one of those "please be seated" signs that you find at posh restaurants. So, looking around for the slightest bit of human company, I sat down and I waited. Despite myself, my wallet found its way into my hands, and then the picture of M that I kept in there found its way in front of my eyes. I could have never thrown it away, no matter how many times I told myself to. I had to keep it for the sake of my own sanity, but I couldn't. This was all that I had left of her fair white skin, her pale blue eyes, and the ginger hair that I would tease her about. The freckles on her face and chest, she was beautiful. I tried to correct myself to the present tense, but I just couldn't. I couldn't forget the day that the last of her ginger hair had fallen out. A cough brought me back into reality. I looked, blinking back tears, to see an old man. He was bald, bearded, and stooped over, grinning with a mouthful of yellow teeth. His clothes were as gray and wiry as the hairs on his face. He was like Greywater Gardens in human form. Even his right eye was gray. The left was just a black, empty socket, eyelids hanging forlorn. "Do you have an appointment?" He spoke like he hadn't used his voice in years. Yeah, I have a secret that I want to deposit. I know you do, he said. He let me grasp for words, wondering, how the hell would he know that? He said, "You wouldn't be here for any other reason, would you?" He turned, beckoned me to follow him back into the room. I gazed at the picture of M. One last time. "I love you." Then I slid it back into my wallet and did as I was bid. The room was more of the same. Gray, wet, rotting, and horrid. The only remarkable feature was this huge, hefty ledger on an antique wooden table, next to a plain steel chalice. And in the middle of the room was a concrete pool, only a couple of feet across, filled with the same stagnant gray water that was outside in the ponds. The old man opened up the ledger. "You wish to deposit a secret?" he asked, perhaps as a formality. Or maybe he's just playing with me. "Yes," I said. "Your name?" I told him. "Excellent. And let's begin." He picked up the chalice and moved over to the pool. He bent down, agonizingly slow, but eventually he filled the cup and shuffled back over to me. "Drink the water," he told me, a grin playing upon his papery lips as he pushed the cup into my hand. "The water will enter you, and your secret will replace it in the water." No man can discern its murky depths. His smile was so wide, I thought his face might crack open. But be warned, once I have taken custody of your secret, you can never reveal it. No one will ever know. But there will be no confidence, no confession, no chance of redemption. Are you sure this is the path you want to take? I am. I didn't even hesitate. No one can know for both of our sakes. The old man shrugged. He took a step back. I raised the cold steel to my face. But before I could drink, curiosity gripped me. Why do you take other people's secrets? In the world of the blind, he laughed, raspy throating, tapping at his missing eye. The man with one eye is king. I knew exactly what he meant. For you, Em, I thought as I downed the morbid toast. I dropped the chalice and left without a word, knowing now that she was safe. I walked out of Greywater Gardens. I looked down at the putrid pond, and I remembered. It wasn't the water that was gray at all, but her face. It was her face as I held her frail body down in the bathtub. Wow. Wow. That was certainly a twist at the end. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do all that stuff YouTube likes, liking, sharing, etc., etc. Commenting is a big one. Commenting is really good engagement, and the algorithm seems to like that. So you leave the apex comment on the comment down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Good night.